So the next practical is to determine the formula of silver ammonia complex potentiometrically. Okay. So in this experiment, we will try to determine the formula for this complex, like Ag m mole ammonia n moles plus. Okay. So this is the complex Ag m times NH3, that is ammonia, n times whole bracket plus. Okay, because ammonia is being the neutral ligand, so the overall charge on the complex will be the charge of this silver, okay, ions, that is plus m. So this is the formula or unknown formula that we need to determine the formula for that particular complex. So we'll use this equilibrium method, and based upon that equilibrium method we will determine the cell potential. And once we have got to the idea about the cell potential of particular cell or the concentration cell, we will find out the exact concentration of that uh, ammonia and silver ions, and based upon the concentration of that particular ions we will determine their ratio of concentration, and based upon ratio we can find out their molecularity. Okay, that is value of m and n. So what are the requirement? So requirement for the given experiment is the 0.1 molar silver nitrate, okay, 1 molar aqueous ammonia solution, then ammonium nitrate salt bridge, then 2 silver electrode and potentiometer. So for this instrumental type of experiment we have to use the distilled water. So the another one requirement is the distilled water. Okay, so what is the procedure? So first procedure is to standardize the potentiometer if necessary, and set up the following concentration cells and determine the cell potential in each case. Okay, so here we are having the different set that we will use. So for set 1 we will having the anode compartment and cathode compartment. So in anode compartment the volume of 0.01 molar silver nitrate is 111, as well as ammonia volume is 10 10 10. Okay, and dilute this solution up to 100 cm cube. So out of that we'll try to take the some solution in the amber color beaker and placed it as the anodic compartment connected to the positive terminus. Okay, now next is the cathode compartment. So in cathode compartment we are having the varying amount of silver ions, that is in first set, within the first set the first number is the 5 ml of silver nitrate, then 7.5 ml, and then 10 ml of silver nitrate. Volume of ammonia is kept constant, that is 10 10 10. Okay, and again we have diluted this solution up to 100 cm cube and observed the EMF of this given cell by using the potentiometer. Okay, so that is the first set. Now second set is volume of silver ammonia in the anode compartment. So in first set we have varied the amount of silver ions. Now in second set we will try to vary the amount of ammonia ions, okay, or the ammonia solution. So in anodic compartment we are having silver ions as 1 centimeter cube, that is 1 ml in each mixture. Okay, but the volume of ammonia is in first it is 25, then 20, and then 15, and in the cathode compartment it is kept constant, which is 10 10 10. Okay, so we have just diluted that solution up to the mark on the amber color flask, okay, standard measuring flask. Now we have measured the EMF of this particular cell also. So from here also we will get some amount of EMF. Okay, so what is the calculations? So for set 1 and for set 2 we are having different calculations. Like in set 1 we have changed the amount of silver ions, so effective concentration we need to find out for the silver nitrate ions. So how will you find out this effective concentration? So we just simply use this N1V1 N2V2 formula, okay, or M1V1 is equals to M2V2 formula, and based upon this formula we can find out the effective concentration of silver nitrate ions in the anodic half cell. Similarly, effective concentration of silver nitrate ions in the cathodic half cell can be found out by using the same formula. Just now next, take the ratio of this x2 by x1, that is the effective concentration in cathodic region to the effective concentration in the anodic region. Next, take the logarithm and just determine the value of m. Okay, that is the molarity or the molecularity of the silver ions, that is m. Okay, so how will you find out that? By using this formula, that is 0.05916 into log to the base 10 of x2 by x1 divided by emf of cell. So you will get three values of m. So by just simply taking the average of that three values, you will get the value for this m. So the value of m should be, this is the expected value, that is 1.000. So this is the ideal value that we will be expect for this value of m. Okay, now next, in the second set we have varied the concentration of ammonia complex or the ammonia. So we need to find out the effective concentration of ammonia in the anodic half cell and the effective concentration of ammonia in the cathodic half cell. So here we are taking the ratio as C1 by C2. There we have taken by x2 by x1. Okay, for the silver concentration, and for the ammonia we will take the C1 by C2. So next is to take the logarithm and just use this formula, that is n upon m is equals to emf of cell divided by 0.05916 into log to the base 10 of C1 by C2. So based upon these values, you will get certain values for n upon m. So just simply put these values here. So these values should be around 2.000. Okay, so approximately you should get the values for this n upon m as the 2, so that value of n can be obtained as the 2, because we know that the empirical formula this for this silver ammonia complex is what? AgNH3 twice plus. Okay, so this is the expected formula for the silver ammonia complex. So based upon the various values of concentration of silver and ammonia, by varying that we'll get the certain emf values. So based upon that emf values, we can find out the complex formula, that is empirical formula of the silver ammonia complex. Okay, so this is the potentiometric experiment, that is to determine the formula for silver ammonia complex. Okay.